Hi, my name is Sarah Preston. I decided to do my presentation on Adopt Don't Shop, kind of going on the campaign and looking into the benefits of adopting an animal versus going, to a breeder or going to a store to buy one. So the way that I kind of approached it is when you get an animal from a breeder, when you get it from a pet store, before when you buy it, you're not really thinking, where the animal came from. How was it being treated? Was it being fed? Was it having adequate water? Was it being fairly treated before it was in that pet store, before, you came to that breeder's home to see it? And so almost every single animal that you see in pet stores is from a puppy mill. Puppy mills, they're not thinking about the animal. They're thinking about strictly profit. How much revenue, can they bring in? And so when you go to an adoption, when you go to, to a shelter, something like that, or a nonprofit, just all these different shelters, you are only having to pay, a small fee, $50 to probably to $100. You're paying for that animal to be spayed or neutered. You're paying for the animal probably to be microchipped, and you're paying for the animal to have all the shots that it would need. You're saving not only an animal's life, but you're not contributing to the overpopulation of animals that we have due to all the breeding and due to all the puppy mills. And so, puppy mills, they're not new. They're not, there's not something that just came around. They actually started right after World War II because, people, they needed an extra income. They needed another new business that they could do that would help them bring in the revenue. And so they thought about breeding. And so when, it came about, it was never really about how safe were they making that animal. It was about how much revenue were they bringing in. And, you're going to pay hundreds, sometimes, even $1,000 or more dollars for that animal. And not only, and a lot of people, they say, well, even though, I can't stop puppy mills, I can't stop all these breeders, and, they need homes too, so I might as well buy them. And, while yes, that they do need homes, when you're buying that single animal, you are single-handedly contributing to the overpopulation that we have. And also, another thing to look at is a lot of people, they go to these breeders, they go to these puppy mills because they see that they're AKC or CKC registered. And they think, well, they have to be purebred, they have to, be healthy, they have to be, from a good chain, so it's a better route for me. See, CKC or AKC registered, it doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean, it does not guarantee any health benefits whatsoever. All that is guaranteeing and that it's purebred animals. That's it. So a lot of people are misled because of that. And also, the supply and demand plays a big role into it. They're always going to do this because they're getting the demand. They're getting their money, and that's all that's going to matter. And when an animal is placed into a cage with so many other animals, A, they're malnourished, B, they're not getting the physical activity that every animal would need in order to have a healthy life. And also, the female dogs are being bred at every chance they can get without any recovery between the litters. And so, also, animals that come from a breeder and animals from pet stores, they have a heightened risk of epilepsy, they have a heightened risk of kidney disease, of heart disease, of mange, of kennel cough, and kennel cough, and it can also cause upper respiratory problems, pneumonia, and different things that the animal would have to suffer through. And so, for my visual aid, I actually, instead of doing a PowerPoint or anything like that, actually went from family members who had adopted animals instead of going through breeders and puppy mills, and I was just going to show them. And so this is Lola. She is a Boston Terrier. We got her from a shelter about 8 years ago. So another thing is the way that they make the decision of adopting an animal from a shelter. Not only are you paying way less for it and getting more out of it, you're getting the shots, you're getting, microchipped. You're not only helping the environment, you're not only, getting an animal with less chance of, heart disease, kidney disease, and all the diseases, but you're also, single-handedly helping with the overpopulation that is going on right now because of all the breeders and because, of all the pet stores that are going on right now. My name is Sarah Preston. Thank you.